I'm gonna show you some useful tips and tricks for your iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 home button, so let's begin with the video right now. What's going on, guys? This is AppleFly's channel here, and in this video I want to talk about the home button, which is a capacitive home button, and that is present on the iPhone 7, the iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. And for those of you that are deciding between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7, or a device that supports this type of home button versus the iPhone that doesn't support it, I'm gonna show you some key differences between those, and also for you that use it, I'm gonna show you some useful tips and tricks that you can pull on in everyday life. So if this is your first time on the channel, you should definitely click the red subscribe button and you will not miss any new video when I post it, and you will always know what's going on in terms of Apple. First of all, I have to say that it is sort of like a software home button, because the home button is not real. And if you really want to understand what is it like, and if you have an iPhone that has this type of home button, then you simply have to turn off your iPhone and try to click on the home button when the iPhone is turned off. You're gonna notice a big difference, and you're gonna have an idea about how this home button actually works. So if you are using the iPhone normal way, you open up some app, you come back to the home screen, and the thing about it is that this home button provides a haptic feedback when you click it. So it's gonna feel like you're clicking a real home button. And not only that, and also the sound is coming out of the speaker at the bottom, which is here in order to make you think that you are clicking the real home button. So without it, when the iPhone is turned off, you're gonna see what it is like in real life. Also, some people like to call it a 3D home button, and this is not exactly the right term, at least for me, because 3D touch is when you force press on a screen and you're gonna get some additional options, and the home button cannot really be 3D touch because there isn't any display over there. But also, if you are clicking the normal home button, you have to perform, or you have to press the normal way, and just like you're pressing here, you have to press exactly the way you are pressing the old home button. So it is just the home button which is capacitive, and I wouldn't really call it 3D home button. So if you are planning on buying the iPhone 8 or iPhone 7, the home button works the normal way. So if you already have the iPhone 6s or iPhone 6, and if you click the home button twice, you're gonna get to the multitasking panel. And if you open up an app and you want to come back to the home screen, you just click it the normal way. So it works exactly like you are used to, but there is one major difference. This is a capacitive home button, and that means that you cannot click it using your nail, for example. You cannot use pen or anything else to click the home button. Like most of the time you're only using the finger to click the home button, which is completely okay, but you cannot use it with the nail. So it's really annoying for the people that have the old home button. The standard home button is actually really great in this one thing. So let's, for example, click it using the fingernail. So as you can see, it works because you have to physically press it. But on the iPhone 7, if you go like this, nothing is gonna happen. You simply don't have the option to do it because it needs warmth, and you have to press the home button with your thumb or finger or whatever other part of your body. So you can even use your knuckles, and you have to come back to the home screen. It should work because it is a part of your body, so it should really recognize. So as you can see, I managed to get there, but you cannot use anything else. And on the iPad, however, it doesn't matter if I bring the lightning cable and I click it this way, and here on the iPhone 7 this doesn't work. So this is the main difference, and this is how you need to understand the whole difference between the home button on the iPhone 7 and the old home button. And if you are wondering if the capacitive glows will work with this as well, with this home button, this is gonna work because it's working for the display, so it's gonna work for the home button as well. But one thing you have to keep in mind is that the Touch ID will probably not be able to be recognized through the glow, so it can very easily happen that you want to unlock the iPhone, or you simply want to press the home button with your hands that are wet. You either wash your hands or you did anything else, maybe your hands are sweaty or whatever else, and you are not able to because this is a capacitive home button. So you have to dry your hands or just simply get the water out of them, and then you'll be able to click the home button. In this type of scenario, or when you are outside, for example, and you simply cannot press the home button with your finger or with your thumb, then I suppose, or I would recommend you to use your nose, even though it's gonna look kind of ridiculous in the public, but it definitely works, so you have to try it out. Another tip I want to give you while using this, since this is not a real home button, you can adjust the way how you can press the home button. So if you go to the settings and go to the general section, here as you can see you have the home button section, so if you click on it, you can actually choose your click. So tap on the option below. So let's for example say, or let's click on the number 3. And now you can try it out, like how hard you have to press in order to click the home button. You can even scroll down to go to the accessibility tab, and here, if you can see, we have another home button section. So it's kind of weird that we have 2 home button settings in the settings. So if I open this one up, this is something you will also see on the iPhone 6s or iPhone 6 or any other iPad which doesn't have capacitive home button. But of course, this applies to you as well. So I would recommend you to set or turn on rest finger to open, and I'm gonna explain it to you what this means and also the speed of your clicks. So I like to have it default, and you can also choose what's gonna happen if you hold down on the home button, so Siri or voice control or nothing at all. But let's talk about the rest finger to open. And this only works if you have Touch ID set up. So usually in the iOS 11 you have to click the home button once to light up the screen, and then click it again using the finger that is used for the Touch ID, and then you will get inside the iPhone. But with this option turned on, you can just simply press it once and keep the finger there, and it's gonna get you inside really quickly. Also, speaking of Touch ID, well, there isn't any difference between a normal home button and this home button in terms of Touch ID. Maybe I should also do some updated Touch ID tips and tricks for you, so if you'd be interested in that, then leave a like to let me know, and also write down a comment of like what would you like to see in the future on this channel. And now we actually got to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you found it useful, and maybe you now have some idea about the home button on the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8. So thank you very much for watching until the end. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like to let me know that you really liked it. And also subscribe for more content like this. So see you in the next video, and peace out.